This is a road in northern Iraq that's been used to transport illegal oil for ISIL. The armed group had been able to sneak its trucks in among other legitimate oil transporting tankers. Thousands of barrels of crude oil a day can pass through up to the city of Kirkuk, and then on to Erbil, the capital of the Kurdish Autonomous Region, where oil is sold internationally.
All roads were clear in the past. Tankers carrying ISIL oil used to sneak in among those carrying Hermon oil fields oil. They also used side roads. We cut all the roads off by digging a ditch around the whole area. ISIL is now forced to send their oil to Mosul.
Crude oil is a major source of money for the armed group. In the past, it's used mediators and businessmen in Iraq's Kurdish region to sell its oil internationally. But when the public found out, the provincial government formed a committee to investigate.
About a year ago, we learned that huge quantities of crude oil were being smuggled overseas from ISIL-held areas through the province. The government formed an investigation committee, and 15 people were arrested. One of them committed suicide or may have been killed in prison. Later, we found out that influential figures were involved, but the investigation ended, and the government didn't release the outcomes to the public.
ISIL also used a road stretching from its stronghold in the Syrian town of Raqqa to Iraq's city of Mosul to transport the oil. But the international coalition and Iraqi troops fighting ISIL for control of the area have stopped that. Which means not only is it harder for ISIL to get oil revenue, but it's more difficult for the armed group to transport weapons and fighters too. Caroline Malone, Al Jazeera.